This is a film that has so many different complex layers. What was it that, as a storyteller, most captured your imagination about it?
I think it was precisely the fact that it has so many layers and it ties together the personal and the professional, and until they merge and the personal bleeds into the professional and vice versa. And that's true of her relationship, Emma's character's relationship with her husband, Stanley Tucci, and with her relationship to Adam, the young man. And what really I always felt was overwhelmingly powerful about the novel, about the story in the novel, was that you were engaged by all the characters and felt compassion for all the characters and found it very, very difficult to make judgments about them. And since it's a film about a judge, I think that's a very attractive characteristic.
How brave did you feel telling a story that is very authentically confused at times?
Well, it may be a great folly, we'll find out, to make a film which has a story that is extremely complicated, where you can't come out and say, oh, that was a bad person, that was a good person. And it's shades, moral shades of grey, and whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. But it's what I like about films, and I don't like films that resolve very, very neatly and send you away without being made to think afterwards.
And you're only able to tell nuanced stories with nuanced performances. Can you talk about the qualities that particularly Emma and Finn have that make them such remarkable assets for this film?
Well, there are two people without whom the film couldn't have been made, and that's Emma Thompson and Finn Whitehead. If we hadn't found Finn, we really couldn't have told this story. It's not possible. So he's an extraordinary young man. I was going to say extraordinary boy, but he's now 21, so he's a young man, and I think he's got a huge future ahead of him.
Can you talk a little bit about those scenes, because obviously there's such an electric chemistry. Can you talk a little bit about how natural that was and how much it was a product of hard work?
He's a natural, but there was a lot of hard work, because there's a lot of dialogue. There's a lot of difficult dialogue, and there's a lot of difficult emotional speeches and complicated feelings that have to be expressed. So it's a huge tribute to him that he brings it off.